Tonight on Southwest Local News. A multi-vehicle crash outside of Dartmoor with one person airlifted. A truck rollover in Warrnambool's north with the SES responding. A memorial sculpture opened for families grieving the early loss of children. And in sport, another Warrnambool export shines bright with Nathan Sobey's 300 NBL game.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Sharna Rogers.
Good evening and welcome to Southwest Local News. Two people were assessed and treated by mobile intensive care ambulance and advanced life support paramedics when their car was involved in an accident this morning. The accident happened on Caston and Dartmoor Road near Stokes Bridge around 6 a.m. The air ambulance was dispatched with one person airlifted by a specialised air ambulance helicopter to the Royal Melbourne Hospital. Emergency services attended a truck rollover at a building site in North Warrnambool on Thursday. The call came out at 10:30 a.m. with the occupant of the truck trapped inside when emergency crews arrived. SES members, with the help of Warrnambool Fire Rescue Victoria, successfully removed the driver from the vehicle. Advanced life support, paramedics and mobile intensive care ambulance paramedics were on scene to treat the patient. Families grieving the loss of their babies now have a special place to visit. A partnership between the Rotary Club of Warrnambool and the Warrnambool Cemetery Trust has produced an early loss memorial tree. The tree is a sculpted metal artwork designed to hold up to 300 personalised tokens in the form of leaves or butterflies. It is a space for families to remember babies lost before 20 weeks gestation. Member for Warren Dantian officially opened the monument at Turum Memorial Park on Thursday.
The cemetery was approached by Janet through Rotary. It was a letter of interest, what do you think? And the trust were on board straight away. And so therefore I thought, okay, let's keep this going. So I contacted Janet. We had a couple of meetings with Rotary people and her, and then the design was the question. And I'd been to a conference, a cemeteries conference, and they had a tree. And the tree was colourful and had bright tokens on it. And I thought, oh, that's really nice. So we discussed that. But of course, we're so close to the coast that those materials were always going to disintegrate. So that's when Brad came on board, and the tree concept continued, and that's why we have the design that we do.
Everyone knows someone or has been through it themselves when it comes to either a stillborn or miscarriage, and to have a space where the community can come and recognise that is just incredibly important, because it's not often, couples will often go through it not only once but it can be multiple times, and there's that joy and then there's that real sadness, and you often have to tell people about it, and that makes it even harder. So to have this memorial here, what Rotary's done, bringing the community together to put it through, is incredibly special, and it's very, very humbling to be here today.
It was from the heart. A lot of this stuff has come from the heart, and Brad came on board, as I say. Ted, he'd had a loss, so he heard about it. He thought, what a great idea. So he has designed the tokens, and they'll be available through Ted. We only discussed today, what if it fills up quickly? And I'm informed by Rotary they've got that under control. So if we have lots of interest and lots of tokens, we will extend it.
It's important to have somewhere to go more than anything else. Especially with miscarriage, there's no burial as such, so to have somewhere to go I think is paramount. Yeah, it's been a 2-year project, so it's really exciting to see it in the flesh. It means a lot given that my daughter passed away. I'm just happy that I can help others support them with something they can go to, something tangible they can see.
I'm ever so grateful to the community that have pulled together to do this. It's not just one person or two, it's everybody. And anybody that's been associated with it has done something to get it where it is. And it's just such an exciting day to see it there. And the whole concept of it is needed. So this will give a lot of people a lot of peace.
The last attack on the state government from member for South West Coast Roma Britnell focuses on domestic violence. Miss Britnell's criticism come in an interview with Fitzmedia in which she confirmed she would run for Parliament again in next year's election. She believes the state government has broken promises to domestic violence victims. She said those coming forward were not getting the support that they needed.
They've got women sleeping in cars who they promised they would protect if they were leaving a family violence situation. Waiting 2.5 years is not a satisfactory outcome for someone who gets the courage up to leave a violent situation. You know, this situation in Victoria is absolutely dire, and I know people are still struggling to see it sometimes because they're busy in their own life trying to make ends meet in a cost of living crisis, and people aren't watching the news. But from where I sit in the bubble, it's actually extraordinarily bad.
Southwest TAFE has announced its Apprentice of the Year awards. Mortlake's Darcy Hobbs was named the Apprentice of the Year. He's also been crowned Electrotechnology Apprentice of the Year. Other winners included Marcus Fluke for Automotive, Sonny Bell for Cabinet Making, Chester Wilder for Carpentry, Todd Wiseman for Fabrication Engineering, Toby Pride for the Mechanical Engineering, and Jack Goodall for Plumbing. A huge occasion for Walsall Primary School tomorrow when it holds its school fete. It is the first time in 6 years the school has held such an event. All community members are invited, with craft, food and plant stalls happening from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. There will also be cricket and football clinics, as well as Kids Zone, which is free, and live music. Parents and Friends member Kirsty Wright said it was exciting to be staging the event.
I've been to the country fair in the past, and it was such a great little thing that the school put on, and we want to bring the community back into the school, encourage people to come and check out our wonderful school and see what we have to offer. And as our little parents group, we sort of put our heads together and said we knew how much time it took for the teachers to organise something like this, so yeah, we're going to put it on and hopefully do the school justice and show you what we're all about.
The Lighthouse tomorrow will host the latest offering from the Find Your Voice Choir. The 7 p.m. concert will feature the choir performing some of the most popular versions of famous songs. The 250-strong choir will be backed by a 10-piece band. The concert is a fundraiser for the choir's Melbourne Symphony Orchestra performance at Sydney Myer Music Bowl 2026. Music lovers can expect the unexpected at the Warrnambool Soundtracks Festival tomorrow. The day is shaping as a musical feat with 30 acts set to perform. Businesses and venues will host the performers both inside their doors and out on the street. Event organiser Gareth Collerton said it was an exciting opportunity to try out some new ways of delivering music to the people of Warrnambool.
Part of what Soundtracks is all about is trying a few things differently. So we're going to have music in front of the old post office, in the streets, in the laneways. We'll have some on the Civic Green, but we'll try some different flavours around it. So it's all about trying it a little bit differently, which might be a bit of a risk, it might not work, but then again, it might be a whole new way that we can all enjoy music.
Second time ARIA award-winning hip-hop artist Illy will be on the bill for Saturday night, and speaking to Fitzmedia, he said he's excited to be back in Warrnambool.
Yeah, well, it's a Good Life tour because the album was called Good, or the album is called Good Life, the one that we're touring. So it's going to be a bunch of Good Life, a bunch of the new songs, and then obviously we're going to play a lot of the back catalogue as well because people will riot if we don't play Tightrope and Paper Cuts. So yeah, it's kind of a mix of the old stuff, the new stuff. I feel like, you know, like I said, these are the last sort of handful of shows on a really long run. So we have we've got the set in a spot where it's like really tight, but it's not quite at the stage where it feels like rote. So like it's yeah, it's a high energy set. It really flows well, and yeah, it's fun. I haven't been to Warrnambool in a long time, so it's gonna be good getting back there. And yeah, the tour's it's been a joy. Just playing regional shows. Like I've been touring for quite a while now, and like regional touring has always been part of what I do. So it's no surprise that the shows themselves have been like, you know, energetic crowds, and they really give you a lot. It's gonna be cool to get back.
A display of old machinery, both in action and just for show, will be happening in Hamilton this weekend. The Hamilton Pastoral Museum Rally will be staged on Saturday and Sunday. The event will be held at the museum in Hiller Lane. A grand parade will be held at 2 p.m. on both days for those wanting a snapshot of what is on site. Tractors, trucks and vintage cars will be among the big ticket items. The Croydon CFA will fling its doors open this weekend for the community to see what it is all about. The brigade will be holding an open day at its station in Mill Street. The day will include appliance demonstrations, a free sausage sizzle and kids' activities. Potential new recruits can speak to Fire Brigade members about the work they do. The day will run from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. That's all in general news, and after the break we'll return with sport and weather. Back soon.
You can't beat local, and Daly's IGA Fresh Marketplace is as local as it gets. You'll find the best quality fresh produce matched by friendly customer service. Daly's has your favourite brands, complemented by expert local grocers living in your community. In-house butchers and local liquor specialists are on hand to provide you the best our region has to offer. Join IGA Rewards for exclusive member discounts and cashback right here in your community. Daly's IGA Fresh Marketplace. You can't beat local.
Looking to join a group tour departing right here from Warrnambool? Or maybe create your own personalised trip with friends and family? Take the stress out of your next getaway with Warrnambool Travel. Call today to find out more.
B&B Furniture Plus now stock a range of adjustable beds. They have mobility aids to help you live your life to the fullest, and lift chairs for the best in comfort. B&B Furniture Plus is locally owned at 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
Hi, it's Rob from the Vet Group. Heifers are the future of a dairy herd, and the Vet Group is here to help your heifers meet their potential, whether that's by monitoring worm egg counts or mineral levels, or designing a vaccination calendar to help prevent infectious disease. Our techs and vets can make things easier for you on farm by weighing heifers, assisting in synchrony programs, and teat sealing heifers to prevent mastitis at calving. The Vet Group, making herd care easy.
The Tyre Factory Warrnambool, more than just tyres. The team at the Tyre Factory Warrnambool not only specialise in helping you with your tyre needs, but other mechanical needs as well. The Tyre Factory Warrnambool have all the leading brands of tyre, including Hankook, Maxxis and BFG, plus a number of wheel packages and wheel alignments. Get in touch with the Tyre Factory Warrnambool for all your mechanical needs, more than just tyres.
Tonight's Sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
One of Warrnambool's most successful sporting exports has added another achievement to an already stellar career. On Thursday night, Nathan Sobey played his 300th NBL game. Sobey played for Southeast Melbourne Phoenix in Adelaide, with his team unfortunately going down to 36ers. Highlights of Sobey's career include being an NBL All-Star in 2021, being part of the bronze medal winning Australian team at the 2020 Olympics, and winning gold at the 2018 Commonwealth Games.
Part of the journey in that so far, and to be able to, I guess, reach that sort of accomplishment is something that I'll look back in time and be able to reflect on it and celebrate. Yeah, obviously Mum and Dad have been huge. They've driven me around the country for a long time. And then obviously my brothers and whatnot and their families and stuff being along for the journey as well. But yeah, I mean, Warrnambool's been huge for me in terms of being able to get to where I've been able to get to so far. And yeah, that'll always play a huge part of who I am. I love where I'm from and I'll always represent that. And they've given me and followed me the whole journey, and I always feel their support. But yeah, no, it's been great.
Warrnambool's Taylor Ralph is this weekend riding around the track in Spain. Ralph will be taking part in the final round of the FIM Women's Circuit Racing World Championship. Ralph has had a successful season and currently sits in 10th in the championship standing. Of the 25 riders in the field, she's the only Australian. South Warrnambool and East Warrnambool junior Jamara Ugle-Hagan has a new AFL home. Ugle-Hagan has departed from the Western Bulldogs and will line up for the Gold Coast Suns in 2026. He was the only Southwest player to swap clubs during the AFL trade period. Cobden's Zach Merritt did not go from Essendon to Hawthorn as was speculated, while St Kilda had ensured Rowan Marshall remains a Saint, having been courted by Geelong. Noorat Terang and Warrnambool will be hoping to open their season's points tally this weekend. Both teams are yet to register points after 2 rounds of Warrnambool Moyne Premier Cricket. It is Noorat Terang's first season in the top grade, and they face a tough task tomorrow against reigning Premier, the Northern Raiders. Warrnambool also has a tough round 3 task coming up against the undefeated North Warrnambool. Round 3 will be one-day games, all played on hard wickets. That's all making news in sport, and today in Warrnambool, a partly cloudy day with a top of 17 degrees with a slight chance of a shower and light winds for most of the day. After the break, we'll go through the forecast for the weekend. Back soon with the full report.
VG Cabinets is your specialist cabinetry team, servicing Warrnambool and surrounding areas. With over 20 years' experience, the team here can get your cabinetry needs sorted. Housing a CNC router to make sure all the cuts in the workshop are accurate for a perfect install on site. VG Cabinets cover all areas, including kitchens, vanities, laundries, flat packs, stone bench tops, and new homes and renovations. We offer free quotes on any job, so don't hesitate to call Lee on 0408 580 991.
Bell's Garden Centre has the largest range of sand and soil products in the southwest. People choose Bell's because you can't buy experience, and Bell's has plenty. With bulk product delivery available across the southwest, for your next project, it's got to be Bell's.
Barrastock cares about your dairy cows as much as you do. Our top quality feeds are designed to support the best possible animal nutrition and health, maximising your production through all life stages and seasons. That's why Barrastock is truly made for milk.
De-sexing keeps your dogs healthier and happier for life. At Lava Street Veterinary Clinic, it's safe, simple and stress-free. This October, enjoy 20% off dog de-sexing. Book today for a healthier future at Lava Street Veterinary Clinic.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. A high-pressure system south of the Bight extends a ridge over Western Victoria. In Port Fairy tomorrow, a chance of fog in the northwest with a mostly sunny afternoon and a top of 19 degrees. 45-kilometre winds on Sunday with 5 millimetres, 23. 17 on Monday with only 2 millimetres to fall and a cloudy day. In Mortlake tomorrow, a foggy start to the day with a slight chance of a shower in the morning for a sunny afternoon. On Sunday, 4 millimetres to fall with northwesterly winds and 15 degrees. Not too windy on Monday, up to 25 kilometres an hour and a top of 18 degrees. Camperdown Colac region topping at 18 degrees with a partly cloudy day tomorrow. 5 millimetres on Sunday with a cloudy day and a top of 24 with 40-kilometre winds. 17 degrees with a partly cloudy day and light winds, and 5 millimetres with light winds. Over along the coast, 15 degrees tomorrow in Port Campbell with a mostly sunny afternoon. On Sunday, 22 degrees with a northwesterly wind, 6 millimetres to fall. Cloudy on Monday with a top of 15 degrees and light winds. Home to Warrnambool, a top of 19 degrees with a slight chance of a shower and light winds. On Sunday, 23 degrees with 5 millimetres and a cloudy day with 45-kilometre winds. Monday, partly cloudy with a top of 17 degrees and 3 millimetres to fall. That's it from your team at Southwest Local News, and thank you for tuning in, whether it be online or on 3-Way FM. If you missed any of the bulletin, remember you can watch it back on demand on Fitzmedias Facebook page. Until Monday, with peace, good night.